it's pretty. We got a pretty snowstorm going on. There's 2 hours of daylight left. And I've been at the computer all day, and watching it snow is making me crazy. And I might have snuck off to a hot yoga class. So technically I wasn't at the computer all day so far, but I was there for a long time, watching the snow fall outside, and made me crazy. So I got 2 hours left of daylight. I'm going out to see if I can make some photos. We'll see what I find. I have no plan other than to go look. So let's go look. So far so good. There were 4 small bull moose in Kelly Warm Springs, a little bit of fog, and that was fun. I made a few shots there. I was hoping if one of those was like one of the big fellows that runs around out here, I would stay there and look for him. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep cruising around a little bit, see if I can find one of the big guys in a nice situation. That would have been cool for the big guys. The little guys are all right, and I might come back to them, but for the moment, I'm going to go on patrol, looking for one of the big fellas, just because they look cooler. That's all. All right, I forgot my tripod. Oops. So I'm using my beanbag here. I'm shooting a landscape photo with the 500mm lens of this cool aspen tree. It's snowing lightly, and there's some snow building up on some of the branches, and it's a very pretty scene. And since I don't have my tripod, I'm staying in the car and using the beanbag as my stability enhancing device. So I've got this shooting at f8 right now, ISO 64, and it's giving me a 1/15 of a second. So that's at like +1 on exposure compensation to keep everything nice and bright, because it's very bright, beautiful flat light out here with light snow. So I hope this translates well as a photograph, because it looks really nice on the back of the screen. And I'm setting an exposure delay here as well, so when I push the shutter, I have an electronic shutter, and it waits 2 seconds for everything to stabilize, and that's good. So it's a little busier than I usually like. It's not as sharp as I'd like. I'm going to redo that one. I might have not been... might have not been as still as I would have liked. Any little movement in the car takes a second to settle out. There, that one's wicked sharp. So I like that photo. It's a really cool looking tree. I'm going to try the same thing as a horizontal here. And there's one nice little branch that kind of sticks out to the left in a way that I think is cool. And so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to keep moving and go back and look for those moose, because I didn't find the big boys out here. No other wildlife that I've seen. So I'm shooting some of these trees, and then I'm going to go back, and hopefully those moose are like dancing around in Kelly Warm Springs. Can always hope, right? I like that. Not the best photo I've ever taken, but certainly not the worst. And I love the conditions out here, just gorgeous. So now that I'm headed back into potential for wildlife, I'm going to reset my camera for wildlife. I'm going to get exposure delay mode off, get my ISO back up so I can have faster shutter speeds. If something, you know, a fox or something could run right out in front of me, and I need to be ready. So I'll adjust that now, and then I'm ready to rock and roll if something cool appears out here.
You look like
so hopefully it will. All right, after trying some artsy-fartsy stuff out there, I'm headed back. It's getting dark. We got 12 minutes till official sunset, and there's no sun, obviously, so it's getting pretty dark already. But some, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bison strolled out into the sagebrush out here, and it's slightly snowing. They're not like caked in snow, but I'm going to spend the next few minutes, as long as there's enough light to potentially shoot them. I'm going to see if they come close enough to the road here to make some photographs of them. It looks like they're maybe 50 yards off the road right now. It's not looking very promising, but you never know. Anyway, that was probably the best opportunity of the night. Had some wildlife, snowy faced bison there. It's dark out here. It probably doesn't look like it on the camera, but I was shooting with the D850 70 to 200 f2.8. I was shooting that wide open at f2.8, and ISO 3200, and getting about 3/20th of a second for shutter speed there. So pretty dark for doing wildlife photography, but I'm happy to give it a shot and see how it turns out, and should be decent. But with that, I'm going to end the video today. So hopefully that I get a nice bison shot plowing through the snow there with the face covered in a mediocre amount of snow. Nice, perfect way to end the day after shooting some moose and some artsy-fartsy stuff, some trees and snow and grass. just a little whatever I saw that looked good. Got a snowy faced bison, so totally worth it to come out here. I really enjoyed myself getting out this evening. So my camera died there, that one, the one that I film myself with when I'm driving. The battery just died, which is total rookie mistake, but luckily I have the GoPro here to finish up the video. Right as I'm leaving, it's getting very dark, but a couple of those bison are wandered right to the edge of this outflow from Kelly Warm Springs, and so there's some steamy stuff happening, some nice atmosphere going on. So if one of those bison wanders into the creek right there, it could be a decent way to end here. I'm going to head on home and get back to work on the computer for a little while. And but this turned out to be just a great little couple-hour afternoon adventure. I shot some artsy-fartsy stuff. Whoop, hang on. That bison's going in the water. Whoops. Whoops, dropped the camera there. The bison did go in the water right there. I didn't get a lovely pose like I would have really enjoyed, but it was cool, and now I got another one moseying over, so maybe something good will happen here. If it does, I'll show it to you shortly in my video wrap-up of some of the photos that I took today, including some of the, you know, artsy-fartsy stuff, like a picture of some grass and, like, a little baby tree in the snow, stuff like that. So anyway, have a great day. I had an awesome day working and a couple hours of photography. It's perfect. Couldn't ask for much better than that. So see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye. I'm going to just sit here and wait a few more minutes. There's still just enough light to shoot. Maybe something good will happen.